So if you're in the country legally, you got a problem.
We just started hurricane season in the state of Florida, and they're putting this facility right in the middle of an area that is prone to hurricanes. What's going to happen if there's a hurricane? And what they're doing is they're using the same kind of buildings we use after a hurricane. That's what the makeshift buildings are. They're facilities that are put in place to help people after a hurricane, not to withstand a hurricane.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have the executive director of the state GOP even posting this on X. Here's the quote. They can't get stuck in a hurricane if they self-deport. You know, I mean, the sass here, true, yes, but...
Are you people out of your minds? No one signed up for this.
One resident telling the New York Times, quote, I voted for Donald Trump, and so did practically everyone here, but no one voted to deport moms.
And now we're seeing like Home Depots get raided. That's crazy.
They're showing up at Home Depot and taking day laborers. They're showing up to Oxnard and Camarillo and flying over strawberry fields with Black Hawk helicopters, chasing people through the fields.
I'm saying that if you commit a crime once you are on U.S. soil, you should be turned over to ICE. And I think that's an easy exchange. And that's what people voted for in November. And you would have a much stronger case against the overreach that we're seeing in terms of what ICE is doing now that is not commensurate with what the American public wants. They didn't vote for people to show up at Home Depots. They didn't vote for people to show up at immigration courts.
All right. Let's take a look.
But these were all taken within the last month. And there's real uniformity here. That's what I really think you see. You see real uniformity. Deport all immigrants who are here illegally. 55% of the New York Times. Marquette, 64%. CBS News, 57%. ABC News with a slightly different question, 56%. So what you're seeing essentially here is a very clear indication that a majority of Americans, in fact, when they're asked this blunt question, which I believe gets at the underlying feelings, do in fact want to deport all immigrants who are here illegally. There's no arguing with these different numbers because they're all essentially the same across 4 different pollsters.
Think about that.
Because you can really see that there's been a massive shift from when Trump was first getting into office 8 years ago, right? Deport all undocumented immigrants. You go back to 2015, I'm going to come to your side of the screen, it was 42%. Hello. Go to 2016, it was 36%. Look at where we are now. This was taken at the end of last year. 56%. This is 20 points higher than it was just before Trump got into office the first time.
Are you people out of your minds? No one signed up for this.
I did.
Get out!